Hello everybody, this is the Art Life video blog, day 35, and I'm Jacob Wolf.
Christopher Hoisington, and this is Erika Arneson. We're in her home right now.
And behind the camera is Brian Courtney. He's helping us out with that today.
Hello.
Yeah, we're sitting here. We just met her. She just came from Connecticut about a year ago.
Yeah, a little over a year ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tell us about that move for you.
About the move.
Maybe, or where you came from, or tell us whatever you want to tell us.
Well, I'm originally from the Bay Area, and I lived out in Connecticut for about 14 years. So I wanted to move back out west. So,
what took you to Connecticut?
My mom, when I was 17. Yeah, she just thought it'd be a nice place to live.
You didn't have a choice.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I just kind of got there. Yeah, and I finished school there. I finished high school there, and I went to college there, and then I was just kind of like just hanging out. Just like I never really liked the East Coast that much. It just.
And you went to college in Connecticut for
fine arts. I went to University of Hartford, which I'll be paying for the rest of my life. But it was definitely an awesome school. I learned a lot of really good things. Gave me a good traditional background, but they're also open-minded to abstract art. The schools in Connecticut are phenomenal. They're very like high-powered and very have really high standards. So I think I was really stretched a lot further in that way.
So abstract art, I mean, clearly you're saying that you wanted to do abstract art before you went to college.
Yes, that's
so
true.
You've been doing it for a while?
I discovered it when I was about 19.
And how did you discover abstract art?
I was doing a watercolor for a watercolor class, and I think I just wanted to express myself. I remember the moment really well. Like I had things in my head that I just had to get out. And I tried it, and it worked out well, and I presented to the class, and they loved it, and I just haven't stopped.
So
you could express yourself more through things that don't have a physical body, I guess.
Yeah. Well, I'm just really fascinated by people's internal reality, and I think abstract really lends itself to that, and I think it really frees your mind a lot, When you do a painting of like a beach scene or something like that, like everyone looks at it and it just reminds them of like, oh, I went to the beach this day and like childhood memories and and it's very surfacey. But with abstract, there's no limit to what people can see and how they can interpret it, and I just love how that opens people up, and it gives me insight into them, and like they get insight to what's going on with me, and I just find it much more fascinating.
It's an emotional thing.
Very
mainly,
emotional.
Right?
Yeah, intellectual, emotional.
That's the way it is for me too. I like abstract art. So, you want to take a look at the art?
Sure, that sounds good.
Okay. All right. I don't want to get in the way here, but she's done this. This is this huge piece back here she did in Connecticut and brought out with her.
She said she got rid of everything else other than that piece, and then moved here and started painting, and then that's where these other paintings came from.
And what you're looking at is Oregon-inspired art.
Oh yes.
So how do you like living out here?
I love it, and I'm so happy here. It definitely feels like home. I would never call Connecticut my home. I'd always be like, I take trips up to visit family in California and go back, and I'd be like, well, I'm going back to Connecticut. I would never call it home. It just never felt right. But when I moved here, I felt like I was coming home. And I love the community, I love the culture, I love the people here, I love the food. And
Jacob says the same thing. He's from Nebraska.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't really fit in Nebraska.
Yeah.
Like I've got a lot of friends and family there, but I came here and it was just like I was a missing piece of the puzzle.
Yeah,
it's like I fit in.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
Yeah,
really me.
all the pieces coming together. Yeah.
So she's got a website at erikaarneson.com and Facebook. Erika Arneson, I assume.
Yep. Yeah.
Erika with a K.
Erika with a K, ErikaArneson.
And so do you have any pieces that you're working on currently?
Well, I think the biggest one that I'm working on right now is this one. I mean, it's almost almost done, but of course, like I can work on these things forever.
Yeah.
So.
I'm really interested in we had a little conversation before we turned the camera on, and the idea that she works in it. I like this emotional thing. You know what I mean? I've been diagnosed with clinical depression, and I also have anxiety, and so I've studied emotions pretty intensely because I have to learn how to deal with my emotions, you know?
Oh, yeah.
And artists that are able to capture and express their emotions fascinate me. I do the same thing with my art, and I always want to get deeper into, like, when we talked earlier, she said you could see the stress that was inside of her, you know, with the choppy little bits of color, and it's all mixed up real tight together, and the surface of it is really not smooth. It's really jagged and
when
and
I saw
rough.
this piece online, I'm a fan of Slipknot, and I thought of the song "Pulse of the Maggots."
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know, kind of mosh pitty and grungy,
And the size,
Yeah.
the size, yeah. I mean, you can kind of get that on the camera the way he had it. You know, I mean, if you look at it and get right down in it, the thing just starts to move.
Yeah, people said that like they look at it long enough, it starts to move, which is.
Yeah, it's got a little pulse. I think it's a natural optical thing that your mind does when you get into a pattern, you know. But it's interesting. But then the movement from this into these more flowing and
these
free.
are a lot more fun.
And the colors are bright and.
I really love that one a lot. I really love that and that one.
So there was a serious shift.
And you said
Yeah.
a lot of these are inspired from floating sensory deprivation tanks.
Yeah, and yeah, since I deal with the internal realm, like floating definitely lends itself to that, and like it really helps you get in tune with yourself, your innermost self, and then
something that I've done research into, and I'd like to try, but I haven't gotten there yet.
it's awesome. It's awesome.
Some scary stuff.
What is? Can you describe the experience?
The experience of floating.
Yeah.
Well, you go inside a tank, and obviously there's no light, no sound. The first time I did it was in Connecticut, and it was just like a release. It was like my mind was finally able just to be like relax and be happy, because I used to be so high strung and so hyper, and always having to like achieve things, and like the East Coast is so fast paced, like it's just like this tense environment, and so being able to float and really grip myself in that was just phenomenal, and it was just like.
So how long? I mean, my brain races. So I imagine myself getting into a tank of water and for at least 5 to 10 minutes before I could even begin to slow myself down.
That can happen, yeah. And I think at first it is kind of a shock to your system, and then you just kind of like give into it, and you just kind of relax, and then like you just feel just immensely good. And if you have a hard time relaxing on your own, it's just a wonderful way to just to kind of slow yourself down.
What do they charge money for that? How does that work?
Well, Float On charges, I think they just raised their rates like $65 for like an hour and a half.
Really?
And then they have night rates too, because they're open 24 hours.
Really?
So I think it's like $55 for like midnight floats or something like that.
She said she had a showing at the Float On.
Yeah, I had a show at Float On in October, and I actually got to do some live painting during their 4-year anniversary, which was a lot of fun. I love the community though.
Which ones came out of that live painting?
I actually gave it to them.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, it was actually a barter, because like they actually gave me free 4 floats in exchange for the painting, so that one they got to keep. But
very good.
It was fun. Yeah.
So it was a nice trade.
Yeah, and I used to do live painting. Well, I've done it here too, but I've done live painting to music, and so doing live painting at a float-on party was really interesting.
Live painting.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of what we're
Friday.
kind of what we're doing with the wall. We're gonna paint over that wall white, and we're gonna offer it to everybody.
But live painting is a little different than that, because what she's offering to do is capture the mood of the space during the time that she's painting.
Yep.
That's awesome.
It's fun.
Fourth F from Friday. You wanna plug it?
Yeah. January, not July.
January 23rd.
23rd.
7 o'clock. We're going to have a gallery / party.
Nice.
And we've invited everybody that we've interviewed. We've got around 30 interviews now. So
yeah, we're at like 25 interviews.
There's going to be, I'm certain there's going to be a few people there.
Yeah,
and
we're telling everybody, invite all your friends, invite all your family.
We've committed to
the
do
more the merrier.
one every month for the year of 2015. The first one's going to be at our house, and we're going to see if we can raise enough money to get a space the next time.
Nice.
We're asking all of the artists that are involved to donate a piece for a raffle, and all of the any guest that comes and donates $5 or more for a raffle ticket gets to be a part of the raffle, and they can win art that would generally be pretty expensive from a lot of these artists that are going to attend.
I think that's a great idea.
Yeah.
I'm excited about it. I'm definitely going.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
if you want to do some live painting, that would be
really?
awesome.
Yeah.
If
I'd
you
love
want.
to. That'd be cool. I'd love to.
I'd love to have you do that.
Okay.
That would be amazing.
And before you guys go, I'll have you pick out a painting that you guys like that I can donate or something like that to the event.
Awesome.
For sure.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Definitely.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you.
You have any last? Plug your website again. Erika
Arneson.com.
ErikaArneson.com. ARNESON.
If you like her stuff, check her out. Fucking buy her stuff.
Yes.
Please
do it.
We love you.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in. Love you. See you tomorrow.
Bye.